You feel crushed beneath the weight. I understand. But here's the brutal truth. You're stronger than your mind allows you to believe. That devastating setback, it's not your destruction. It's the necessary catalyst for transformation. Every failure, every obstacle, it's forging you into something more powerful. This isn't your ending. It's the crucible where your true self emerges. When walls appear, the weak accept defeat. You find ways to break through. Your resurrection begins now. You've survived what should have destroyed you before. This is merely another test designed to reveal the power dormant within you. Don't surrender now. Your breakthrough lurks closer than your doubts suggest. Continue forward. Your resilience exceeds your comprehension. The moment to rise is immediate. Refuse defeat. This darkness cannot consume you.
Well, welcome back. Decided today that I do a different kind of video. A sit-down talking video. I've done a few of these videos on my old channel before. This may be a little difficult. I might have to pause a few times because this place is not as private as I expected it to be. I used to come here a few years back and actually do some Bible studies at this table. It's nice. It's right on the beach. You can literally see the beach from right here. Man, I haven't been here in forever, but it's a nice spot. So today I wanted to this is something that I struggle with a lot, but there's really something about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey that you're on. Now, I've explained briefly in my last couple of videos that, my life for the past couple of years hasn't been the greatest. And, if there's anybody that can say they haven't been enjoying the journey, it's this guy right here. But that's why I'm getting on here and I'm trying to inspire other people, because I'm getting to a point finally after this long of saying, you know what, I feel like I am enjoying the journey. I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm content with where I'm at instead of being so dissatisfied with where I'm at in life. And that's how it's been for 2+ years. Even in my last relationship that I was in, I still was empty, still was dissatisfied with my life, still felt like I didn't have a purpose. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that feel the same way that I do out there. And that's why I'm on here doing this, because I know I'm not alone. When I decided that, hey, I'm going to really pursue YouTube, I told myself, I said, hey, when I get on here, I'm going to be real with people. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to tell people that I'm just doing great and everything's going to be all right, because that's not where I'm at. Now, am I getting to a point where it's a little bit better? Yes. But I'm not fully at that point yet. And I want to encourage people by saying that you're not alone. And it's okay to feel not okay with where you're at. But if you're not okay with where you're at, you have to come to a point where you're like, enough is enough. And that is where I got to the other day. I said to myself, you know what? I'm not okay with where I'm at in my life right now. And I need to make changes. I need to get my life on track. Now, not to say I haven't been doing anything to get my life on track for the last couple of years, because I have. I've been going to college. I've been going the safe route. But, if you want to do college by any means, go do it. If you want to go in the workforce, go do that too. If that's what you want for your life, then I say absolutely go do it. Whatever dreams you have, go after them. I wish people would see my camera and not just walk right by me. But either way, moving on. If you have dreams, you should have dreams. I believe God has put the YouTube dream on my heart since I was a kid for a reason. Now, it's taken a while to come to fruition, because I started wanting to do this probably when I was I would say 11, probably. And I'm 20, almost 21 now. So it's taken about 10 years for this to go anywhere. And then you have some of my friends, specifically one of them. If he watches this video, he'll know who I'm talking about, who just makes fun of me all the time. I think it's a joke, but I text him, I say, hey, I'm recording a vid right now. And he's like, I'm recording a vid. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you really serious? And this is exactly why it's taken me so long to start doing this consistently, because people like him make fun of me. Just kidding. Love my friend. He's a good dude. But, either way, whatever you're passionate about, if that requires college, I say go for it, man. Like, pursue that with all you got. But don't think that that's your only option. I can't sit here and tell you that, what, I'm successful on YouTube and, you can do it too, right? Like, because I'm not there yet. But that's the point. You can get there. It's not an unrealistic goal. People look at it as, oh my gosh, this is so unobtainable. I'm just not built for this. I can't do this. And I've done that plenty of times. That's why it's taken me so long to start getting consistent and to really commit to it. And when you've got other people in your life that are telling you, oh, you should go to college instead, and that's not really realistic, and telling you all the things, it makes you really start questioning it. And you're like, wow, maybe I shouldn't do it, because you got people doubting you all the time. I say, if you have people in your life like that, don't discard them. Obviously, don't completely reject them, but keep your distance. And don't let it affect you that much, because you know what? I've had that happen to me plenty of times where people say stuff and it gets to me because I have a really hard time not wanting to please other people and doing the thing that I want. My point is, go after whatever you want to go after. Don't let anybody else tell you that, oh, that dream is unrealistic, you should do something else. If you're at a point in your life where you're like, man, I feel so unhappy with where I'm at, maybe you're at a point where you're like, I have nothing going for me, and I say that's a lie, because you probably have more than you think you do, and you should definitely be grateful for what you have. And I struggle with that immensely too, because I very much complain about everything in my life a lot of the time, and it's really hard for me to sit back and say, you know what, I'm grateful for what I have. I had a moment, I've been going to the beach and tanning a lot, and then I'll go like in the water, and I'll go just hang out in the water, swim a little bit, whatever. And I've actually been like praying a little bit while I'm in the water, because I'm looking out into God's creation. It's hard not to. And the other day I had a moment that I haven't had in a long time where I said, you know what, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful that I have a nice car that I was just able to buy, that I have a job that I can afford to pay for that car. I have a roof over my head. I have food. I have water. Obviously these are the basic necessities for life, but besides the car, obviously, but and the fact that I live in Florida. I don't like Florida that much. I really don't. But, when you go out and it's nice weather and you go out to the beach and you're in the water, maybe it isn't too bad, It makes you appreciate life. And I say, without getting off the topic too much, if you're ever having a hard time appreciating life, just go out into nature, wherever you're at. I'm sure a lot of you guys have way better spots than I do in Florida, because it's all flat here. There ain't no mountains, nothing. I wish we had mountains. Go out into nature. Go just sit there and just be in nature. Pray. Find yourself in nature. I'm not gonna say become one with the trees, but become one with the trees at the same time. Go experience life. Go appreciate life. I'm never in my house. I've put over 2,000 miles on my car in 3 weeks, because I just drive. I just go out and I drive. And yes, my bank account hurts, but can I say it's 100% worth it? Absolutely. Let me get back to my point, because I'm going off the topic a lot and I might have to cut a lot of this out. Enjoy the process. I know it's hard. I struggle with it too, because there's a lot of me that just wants to be there. I want to have the successful YouTube channel. I want to have a wife. I want to have kids. I want to have a family. I want to have the cool cars, the cool house, whatever it may be, that obviously isn't the whole point of life, but, I want to go enjoy life. I want to have the money to do that, but I'm not there yet. But there's something about being able to just get into that mode of just grinding it out. You have a goal to work towards. You wake up every day hungry with this drive of I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to end off with this. Appreciate the season that you're in, as much as it may suck sometimes, because you know what, I get it. If there's anybody that understands it, I get it. And you know what, there's probably people who are going, I won't even say probably, I will say there's definitely people out there that are going through worse things than I am, and that would trade places with me in an instant if they could. So enjoy the season that you're in as much as you can. There's a reason why you're in this season of your life right now. There's a reason why I'm in this season of my life, and that the life I thought I was going to have fell apart. And I think that was for the better. I think that life crumbling was for the better, because I think I would have ended up as a weak man who didn't know how to stick up for himself and push down his dreams for somebody else. If you're by yourself, you don't have to worry about somebody else telling you that maybe that's not a good idea or whatever it may be. And I'm not going to get into all that in this video. Maybe that'll be in a separate video way later on. But just enjoy it. That's all I have to say. There's so much to life that you haven't seen yet. There's so much to life that I haven't seen yet. I'm only 20 years old. You just never know what life has in store for you. And I don't know what life has in store for me. And all I can do is sit there and trust that God has a plan, and it's going to be better than what I think it is. And I'm not going to sit here and preach to you, because I have no right to do that, because I have been not the best in that area for the last 5 months probably. But I am going to say that I try to pray as much as I can. You know, a lot of those prayers may be angry, and I may be screaming at God, asking him why I'm in this season, but at least I'm praying and try my best to trust him and to know that there's gonna be one day where I just look at my life and I say, yeah, I get it now. I understand why I went through that. Enjoy it. Just enjoy the process. I know I probably repeated the same thing like 8,000 times in this video, but I want to drive that point home, because you know what? I'm trying to believe it myself most days, but I'm starting to get to that point. It's been a long time in the making, but I am finally getting to that point where I feel like I am starting to enjoy the process. I enjoy the grind of going to the gym, becoming a better person, getting this YouTube channel up and running. You know, I'm starting from ground zero when I had another channel with 170 subscribers. Obviously that's not that much, but now I'm starting from zero, from nothing. And now I get to see this YouTube channel grow from nothing and stay consistent with it, if I can actually do that. And I'm not going to say if, because I am going to stay consistent with it. We're in this together, guys. But on a different note, before I end the video, I just want to let you guys know there is some more content coming soon. I'm going to continue doing the gym stuff. I also just bought wheels for my car, and I have coilovers and wheels, and I'm going to buy some nice tires to put on the car, and it's going to look nice. So the GTI is going to look a little less like regular traffic soon. And then after that, on to the performance stuff. And I'm super, super excited. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while on YouTube, like building the car and doing all this stuff. And man, am I excited. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys like the video, give me a like, give me a comment. Let me know what you guys are doing in your life to get you to that next step. I want you guys to succeed as much as I want to succeed. And the first step is just starting, man. I know that this is the hardest part, is starting. This is hard for me. It took me a couple days to really commit to doing this video. I've done already 2 videos this week, but I was like, I need to do this video. And I kept putting it off. And I was like, no, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. I did it. So I know starting is the hardest part, but just do it. Whatever you're passionate about, whether it may be a business or, hey, I need to go sign up for my classes this semester so I can start working towards my degree, or maybe you want to do YouTube like I want to do it. Whatever it may be, just start. Just go and start it. Anyways, like I said, stay tuned for the car stuff that's coming soon. Keep doing the gym stuff. I'm really doing good with my diet, so we're locking in and we're dialing in with that. And hopefully we're gonna be hitting some new PRs soon. I'm hoping. So anyways, hopefully this video didn't run too long. Hopefully I kept your guys' attention. If you made it this far, let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching. And remember, make the change for you. Do it for you. Anyways, see you guys later. Peace.